Okay, Mo, what do you got?
Well, I got nothing.
False accusation, man. Come on.
Yeah, I kind of remember like yours, to be fair. Like, I remember when you told it to us, like when you told it even to Baba, maybe.
It was a good one.
I don't remember the details. I'm a very poor story recollector, especially after long periods of time, which is why I like going to old Hamburger Generation episodes, because I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot what happened to me that time. Let me remember.
He listens to it as if
Like
it's brand new.
encyclopedia of your life.
It's an encyclopedia. Some of the earlier episodes, I remember listening to them being like, oh yeah, I forgot about that thing that happened.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the little details. But this one, I'll try to remember what I do remember. I'll try to recall.
Can I start it off?
Sure.
We were hanging out, me and Darren, at Darren's house. And we just thought, Mo was supposed to be here like an hour ago. Where the hell is he?
Right. And we all live in Mirdif, like area in Mirdif. Area in Dubai, which is all like, mostly villas, residential, this and that. And this was around there, right about the time when I just got my first ever car, which was a rental, a Toyota Yaris.
Woo.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Which was like my training car that Baba had rented. My dad had rented for me to like learn how to drive on right after I got my license. So I thought I was like the coolest shit. Like I could go places.
Yeah.
You know?
AKA Jamil or
AKA
Darren's house.
Jamil or Darren's house within the confines of Mirdif.
Down
Which
the
is
street.
walking distance.
Yeah. So Darren, he's a Canadian guy, like cool like white parents. So we could like stay up late at his house, and his parents would hang out with us. Very different dynamic from like a Palestinian household.
Yeah.
So I was going to his house to hang out with Jamil and Darren, maybe a 5-minute drive from our house. It's nighttime, maybe 9 p.m.
Yeah,
10
it was
p.m.
late. Yeah.
I pull up to Darren's driveway and I get out and I'm wearing a pinkish, yellowish shirt. Pink, yellow shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I pull into Darren's driveway, or just down the street from where he lives. I get out of my car, lock it, and as I'm walking towards Darren's house, a 4x4 cop car pulls up right in front of me. Cop car, UAE cop car. And salam alaikum, marhaba. I'm like, hello, marhaba. Kifak ammo. And the guy, keep in mind we're in high school, yeah? Yeah. And the guy goes, Wallahi ismak, وين انت من وين جاي, all that. I'm like, oh, just like beit sahbi. And I was like thinking like, oh no, like does he know? I don't know, like if I was like doing something wrong by hanging out there.
I didn't ask Mama's permission.
Yeah.
Go to Darren's house.
And he's
I
like,
swear to God, I did my homework.
Yeah.
I swear.
then he goes, وين ساكن انت, وين ساكن? I'm like, هون في مردف مع أبوي وماما وبابا هناك في مردف كمان. And the guy, like, I guess I was stuttering because I was nervous or whatever. I'm not used to this.
Your fear of authority.
Yeah, my fear of authority. I really blew it. And he goes, طب ممكن تفوت في السيارة?
Oh.
Like, can you get in the back seat of the cop car? And I was like, Darren, okay, عمو.
Were you like holding your tears back?
I don't. I'm like, if I say no, I'm like illegal. I'm like, I don't know. I'm fuck it. Okay, I'm getting in the cop car. I don't know.
Can I call Baba first, please?
Yeah, I don't know. And I remember getting in the cop car, and like they're just like,
they drive off.
They start driving. I'm like quiet.
Like not explaining anything.
They're like, then they're just like, just and they're talking. I'm like, excuse me. Yeah. In the
I'm
backseat,
gonna
just
need
being
my
like
stapler
like the fucking like fear meter rising.
And you don't know, like, is this normal? Should I ask
Is
something?
this? Did you think like, could this not be cops and they're normal people?
Am I
There
being
was,
arrested?
like there's no way this is not cops. Like even I was like noticing like they're like guns in their pockets.
Whoa.
They're all in uniform. They have like special type of radio in the middle of the car that's giving signals, keeps talking to them. They have like a screen between me and them. Like it was so like
It's a cop car.
it's a cop car.
Okay.
But they were so casual with me that they're like, لا لا وين 5 دقايق بس نروح نشوف شيء. Like that. And I was like, okay.
They want to show me something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a fight.
And then, yeah. And they just drove. And literally like in the same couple of blocks, a few blocks away within Mirdif, they pull up to the driveway of another villa, of another compound.
Okay.
And they go into the compound and he's like, خليك في السيارة. And the guy gets out of the cop car or he gives a phone call. And someone from one of the houses comes out of the house.
Okay.
And it's a dad.
Okay.
And the dad, you could tell he's like at home. He's like wearing like shorts and like a fanilla type thing.
Brutal.
Arab looking dad. Arab looking or maybe white. I don't remember. But he looks over at me. And he looks over at the cops, and I'm remember I'm sitting in the back seat wearing like my yellow shirt,
You're like seatbelt on
and I'm like
shit.
looking at this like Ammo who just came out of the house, and the cop looks at him, and he's like, Hadhu,
Oh shit!
Hadhu,
And
like
you're like waving back.
yeah, and I'm like, hi.
I have nightmares from that
Yeah,
question.
Yeah, he was like, Hadhu, and the guy like he like walks towards the car, he looks inside of the cop car, like a window. He rolls down the window so he can get a closer look.
I can't look. Yeah.
Get a closer look, and
It's
he's
like the lineup.
and he's like looking at me, and he's looking confused, and he's like, "La, muhu, mushu," and the cop car's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Thank you."
Dude.
Imagine he was like, "Hey, Aldo."
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
I'm just like, "Thank you for not telling them I was the criminal." And then they're like, "La, okay." The guy goes back inside the house, and then the cops start being like, "Oh, غلبناك معانا," like asfin or whatever. They start being nice to me, and I'm like, "طب شو المشكلة? شو صار?" You know, I'm trying to like get in with them. Now, you know, I'm on the good side of the law.
Right.
Now we're on the same team. Who we catching today, boys?
Go for a cruise.
Yeah. Who we getting? Where you at? Where we at?
What do we know?
Yeah.
Let's get the facts in check.
What intel do we got? The perpetrator. Where was he last seen?
I'm gonna need barricades all over the scene over here.
Yeah. We're gonna have to call reinforcements for this one, boys.
I'm with the FBI. You have no jurisdiction over here.
Total flip.
Every line you know from
Every like CSI crime show I've ever watched.
Do we have any forensic evidence on this?
He may have crossed the lines. That's Sharjah jurisdiction. So anyway, then they're
My
like,
big problem was with like the officer that picked you up. It's like, you got no right coming into my area.
yeah. So then they start being like, "Oh, Asfin, like, I'm not تزعل منها, blah blah blah." But basically, there was a break-in. I guess into this guy's compound, and he's the guy who made the phone call. And I'm like, طيب, like, يعني ليش أنا or whatever. You know, like,
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, قال كان لابس بلوزة صفراء."
No way.
I swear to God.
Because you
I'm
wore.
like, really? Like that is the shirt that I was wearing. This is like yeah, بس يعني مشكور على المساعدة. I'm like, anything I can do, you know, to help catch the bad guy.
I guess yellow shirt is a unique color. It's like,
Yeah, weird.
what are
Also,
the
yeah, they're
odds?
gonna start with like the simplest possible.
And it was like 2 blocks away, and they were probably just like doing the patrol
Rounds,
thing. And then they're just like guy with the yellow shirt, also young looking, what he described.
True.
And they're like, just come with us. We're gonna
Except they got the world's biggest wuss in the back seat. Like,
I was like too scared to like even
ask.
argue why we're driving off. Like as if like, take me wherever you want, just go. I don't care.
I am at your mercy.
Literally 5 minutes later, you're calling the shots in the back seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, then they dropped me off to Darren's house, and they're like, anyways, see you later.
And me and Darren were like, hey, but what took you so long?
Yeah. And then like as I walked away, I looked back at the cop car. I'm like, make sure you catch him, boys.
Do it for me.
Yeah.
I thought you'd look back at the cop car and be like, sucker, one breaking undetected.
Oh shit! Plot
Plot
twist.